as well and kind of making this foliage more organic looking. And this wall sort of like hide the little backstage area here. At the same time, you can kind of see the building over the trees from the parking lot, which is awesome. The monorail going by. He's a little another gate here, which is really nicely done. And then this ride kind of goes around the area of the park. It's really, really cool. Not quite sure if the ride itself is as good as the monster truck ride in Beijing, the head-to-head park, but overall, I think it's probably one of the best non-coaster attractions that we've seen in a long time. Simply because of the station. So everything about it is just awesome. Someone asked where the Jurassic Park music came from, and you can actually import custom soundtrack or custom songs into RCT and then play them. You just need to have the sound file saved as a WAV file and small enough to where it actually plays. But you can add custom music to anything, and you just do that by adding it to your DAT folder. So I guess we'll talk about the coaster now. So let's see what time is. Okay. This coaster, I mean, other than the fact that it's an invert, which is already a massive win, I think is incredibly well done. The only problem being the stats, I guess, which is, you know, just, I mean, there's something you can really do about it. For some reason, the RCT inverts are just notorious for having awful stats, and therefore peeps refuse to ride them. So that's kind of a shame, but watch it. I really like these bones. That's pretty cool, interesting. It's all these nettings like a real park would have, which is really cool. I mean, the amount of detail put into the ride and everything is just, I mean, probably about as good as you can get nowadays, I think. I love this dive into the bat wing, which is placed very well. And of course, the controversial thing with this ride is the colored inversions being white, which I guess is meant to kind of be like the dinosaur bones or something like that. Normally I wouldn't like this, and I was very iffy on it in some of the screens, but I think he integrated it and kind of handled it well enough to where I don't really think it's a problem anymore. Especially this one, I think is incredibly well done. It's gonna look weird without supports in the correct color, but I think it adds a personality to the ride, kind of a uniqueness that's really cool. It has the inversions stand out a lot, which I love. From a macro view, this park is kind of messy, but at the same time, I really like it. I mean, it really feels like a jungle that had a park kind of built into it, and the foliage was kind of like overtaking it. Maybe if it's not a jungle, like a tropical or subtropical area. This backstage building is really, really nice. I love the parking lot. Might be a little bit small, but I'm sure there's other lots. Or there would be other lots if the park was expanded. But personally, I'd probably rate this between like a 91 and like a 95 or so. I think it's on par, if not better than Raptor from head to head, and it's probably one of the best designs of the last 5 years. And just the level of content and the layout and everything is just top notch. I really don't know how much better we can get than this, in my opinion. I think there's just something about Stosky's style that just appeals to me. It's almost like the perfect mix of realism and creativity and the balancing of foliage with rides and infrastructure. The use of track texture, the creativity is just immaculate. And I really hope that he continues to build and grow as a park maker, because I really think that he has a chance to be remembered and special if he's able to produce work like this. So, yeah. So this was Extinction by Stosky. You can download it on New Element. And please do, and play with the custom music, because it's just incredible. Okay. Next we're gonna go